I told you to call because I had all this stuff queued up, right? Okay, now, well, you know, I've off to a slow start today. Okay, so, we are here with your, where is this at? Everything has to be just right or I can't feel. Okay. We are here with, let's see, this is your first reading, and that was, to the best of your recollection, will I move to be with him? Is that correct, or was that the second one? And then the second one was, will he call me? Okay, these two readings are from the first. And then this is today's reading, which is, will he call me today? To which I said no. The Three of Swords is the final card. Means it's not you, it's him. Okay. Will I move to see him? Judgment card next to the Page of Wands. I said that indicated he was checking you out to see if, you know, he might want to have children with you, you know. Going into the past is the Two of Swords. That was, I believe, the divorce with the first wife. And the present is the Hermit card. He's taking time out, purposefully distancing himself from society to work on himself, to improve himself. Going into the future is the Three of Wands. Now, I told you that indicates some kind of contractual obligation coming up. Okay, so that would be, you know, buying a house. Well, that's what I would be thinking, because you had asked if you would move. So it would be like buying a house, buying a car, you know, child support, you know, getting married, you know. Does he have kids? They didn't have kids? Okay, well then it's not child support. So it's probably buying a house. Does he live at home or on his own? Do you know? Okay, well this would be either renewing a lease or moving to a place, a bigger place with a different lease, buying a house. I think, you know, I think you get, I don't know, huh? I see the possibility of, this reading is about him, but it's about, will you move to be with him? So if you were going to move to be with him, I'm assuming you wouldn't live in your car. You know? So it would be, this I see as the possibility of signing a lease on another place, buying a house, signing a retainer agreement to work for a law firm where he lives. What did you say, Massachusetts? Pennsylvania? Massachusetts? That's the 3 position in the first half of the reading. It's sooner rather than later. Okay. In the worst case scenario, you know, where it's something you're waiting for, it's time dependent. My readings go out 6 months. The final card can weekly go out into the next 6 month period. I'm not sure how far. So the 6th position in the first half of the reading is the Ten of Cups, which is the happy home life card, you know, the white picket fence, the kids. Now, I know that you had said that your parents and his parents thought it was going to be rather sudden, and I said I saw delays. Now, the Hermit card in the present position would be a delay, but it seems that he would resolve that within the next, you know, 3 increment, whatever that is. We need to determine what the timeline is. Let's look at the rest of the reading. You're jumping ahead, you're making me crazy. Okay, so we have the Empress card. That's you, good in business, financially independent, good looking, yada yada. And this is what the card's saying. I'm not, you know, putting the moves on. You know, let's say the card, thank the cards. You know, thank yourself, I guess, I don't know. Next to that is the Nine of Wands, the wounded warrior. Injured in battle, the wounds aren't fatal, they eventually heal, they live to fight again another day. Love is a battlefield, yada yada. So that right there is you and him in the 3 position in the second half of the reading. So that is consistent with the 3 of Wands in the first half. In order to be together like that, you would have to have some kind of... This could be a loosely worded verbal obligation, even, you know, I'm spoken for, you know, one of those. And whenever everything else resolves itself, it does. Hopes and fears is the Knight of Cups. Am I moving to see him? You're hoping he asks. That's what that means. Final result is the Nine of Cups. Bullshit family drama card. You know, friends and family get involved. I think it's more so family than friends. I mean, to the extent that, you know, we're friends and I would get involved, I think it's family, you know. I mean, I can't get involved unless you involve me, you know. But so in answer to your question, let's look at a timeline. Do you know how long ago his divorce was finalized? So that would be within the last 6 months or something. More than the last 6 months. Okay, so if this is a 6-month reading, the 3, the 6, the 3, the 10 of Cups is inconsistent with the 9 of Cups in the 6 positions. Sooner rather than later. There's a lot of ifs here. We have, you know, so hopes and fears is you're waiting. Within 6 months, hopes and fears is you're waiting. Now, I think I don't see a no. Yeah, that was right, because remember I said we didn't have the Chariot in this reading, and the only knight we have is the Knight of Cups, and that's that you're hoping for an invitation. So, because I don't see that, I think that we'll be spoken for within the next 6 months, but I don't see a movement within the next 6 months. And I don't recall, is that what we determined yesterday from this reading? Do you remember? Yeah, something like that. I mean, the time of the year is wrong, and, you know, stuff like that. I know that my indication is they're pushing him because they know you're a good catch, and, you know, I think they know your parents, and, you know, so, I mean, to go out of state to find a war bride, huh? Yeah, but if it's beyond 6 months, it's not going to show up, so. What was the second reading yesterday? Okay, oh yeah, this was a 3-day reading over the weekend. So this was midnight to noon, this was noon to midnight, midnight to noon the next day, noon to midnight. Okay, the Hanged Man is in the latter half of the day. And the 5 of Cups is in the beginning of the day, for today. So we have the the King of Pentacles, that's, in terms of your question, that's a man, you know, marriage bound. You know, if not, it usually indicates a man with the wedding ring in this type of question. The 2 of Swords means something's blocking him. In the first reading, the 2 of Swords in the past was the divorce. He's got the 5 of Cups in this reading. Even though you talked to him and you said things seem peachy keen, I don't think he's over that. In the present position, he has the World card. That relationship is over. That is never coming back. Even though he divorced her and he might still have feelings for her and want her back, I think he's trying to resolve that. The World card is a completion card, the end of a cycle. You've learned everything there is to learn. You level up. It's a video game. So, in the 6th position is the Hanged Man, and that is also a delay. So remember I said there were a lot of delay cards in this? I mean, the Two of Swords in the World card means that relationship's over. You got the King of Pentacles between it. And then the Empress is in the past. So, I did a reading today that showed I was supposed to meet a new love interest. We had the King and the Queen of Wands, you know, and somebody at my table was asking me, I'm like, well, this is a new relationship. I said, more specifically, this is a new sexual relationship on the agenda for the next 6 months for me. Everybody started laughing, right? So you've got the Empress card in the past position here. I think this is, it's almost like someone that you ran into in the past that you didn't notice but is aware that you exist. Because in my reading, the Queen of Wands was in the past and the King of Wands was in the 6th position. And I'm like, is this a reading for Sybil? I mean, it's one or the other. Remember your reading with the 2 ends of the battery? And yeah. Okay, so I do see delays. So, will he call you this weekend? We thought that it was more likely this... Was it Saturday or Sunday? It was Saturday? Because I don't know why I would say that. I'm not seeing this here. I must have... No, I don't see that here. No, I think I said if he was going to call, it would be most likely this... Like, if he was going to contact you, most likely it would be in the first half of the day today. The High Priestess next to the Chariot card, so that means that you are not going to pander after him. You're going to make him work for it, per se. The Chariot card indicates to me that we are on the right path to move forward together. Okay. Hopes and Fears is the Queen of Cups. You're hoping for a long-term committed relationship that could result in marriage. And then the final card is the Ace of Cups, which is the start of a new long-term committed relationship. So I said, what I think what I recall saying is that this relationship looks to me like it is going to happen. But there are some delays to get through first. So now, okay, that's 6th position. Let me look back here. 9 of Cups, Ace of Cups. So the family's pushing for that. The 3 of Wands, 10 of Cups, 5 of Cups, and Hanged Man. What is this? Empress, 9 of Wands. Okay, so where you had the Empress, you've got the High Priestess. Chariot to 9 of Wands. Will he talk to me? He wants to, but he wants to resolve his issues first. You know, probably, you know, he fights with her and she's not there. I mean, they probably have, like, some kind of attachment that they could still feel. But it's, you know. Okay, so now today's reading. Okay, 5 of Cups, 4 of Cups. Will he call me today? Emperor. 10 of Cups in this reading, 9 of Cups. Wheel of Fortune. King of Spades back to back with the 7 of Wands. So he's thinking about what he wants in life. Hopes and Fears is the King of Cups. He's hoping for a long-term committed relationship that could result in marriage. And the second reading, you have the Queen of Cups. You guys just need to get on the same page. That's it. In these 3 readings, you have the King, the Queen, and the Ace of Cups. Final result is the 3 of Swords. That, you know, that indicates either being stabbed in the back, sabotage, health issues, either physical or mental. I think that, you know, he's got some battle scars, and that would be consistent with the 9 of Wands, the Wounded Warrior. So, now, next question. Okay, any type of commitment, spoken for, you know, wedding ring, what, it would have to cover anything. Like, if he just wanted to be friends, that would also show up. We gotta ask that different. Okay, yeah. When does, Z and A make the decision to get married in the foreseeable future? We'll do 3. About 3? 3, 1, Z and A, 2, 3. Okay, the Ace of Wands, that's the banged one out card. Next to the Eight of Swords, so somebody's Eight of Swords. Even though he's got problems right now, I think that's you. So, to me, right there, that indicates it's not going to be as soon as you like. Going into the past is the World card, completion card. That's both of you. Your previous relationship, his previous relationship. So you guys are free and clear of that. You know, they're just, maybe somebody needs closure. There's some loose ends that need to be tied up. In the present, you have the Moon card, which means it indicates hidden information comes to the surface. So, either you recently found something out, or you will see something, hear something, or put two and two together, figure something else out that, you know, you'll know. Like, this tells me that you already know, you just want to know when. You know? So that's present. Let me look. Present, Wheel of Fortune, Moon. That's consistent. World, Hermit. So the world is here. Now the world moved into the past. Okay, so it seems to me that he is working through his issues. Because the world, yeah, whatever was bothering him earlier yesterday it doesn't seem that it's bothering him as much now. Going into the future is the Magician card, so that means having the skills and abilities to, you know, see this sort of fruition. This card also has the symbolism for the Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups in it. Cups is above Pentacles, it's love supported by finance. So I think that's their way of saying this is not the other way around. This is not finances supported by love. Okay, in the sixth position, you have the Queen of Wands. So you are ready to go, and you indicate to him that you're ready to go. Oh, look at this. Okay, here we go. You got the Four of Wands next to the King of Wands. So you've got the King, the Queen, and the Ace of Wands in the same reading, where you had the King, the Queen, and the Ace of Cups in subsequent readings previously. The Four of Wands means that you set down a strong foundation upon which to build a house, home, happy life together. I like to see this card more than the Ten of Wands, because the Ten of Wands the Ten of Cups, the happy home life card, it means that, you know, you're already there. The next thing to do is, you know, you're establishing the relationship now. And like how I had the King and the Queen of Wands in my reading earlier, this is a new committed sexual relationship on the horizon. The Ace of Wands underscores that. I had the Ace of Wands. We had similar readings, and I took a picture of mine. I'll inbox it to you. Yeah, it was pretty strange. Hopes and Fears is the Chariot card. So we're hoping to move together. I don't know if you're going to go there, he's going to come to you, but we know that in order to make this work, one of us has to make a geographic relocation, you know. Final result, Knight of Cups. That's an offer of love coming to you. That's the sixth position. Now remember what I said, even though that's the last card in this reading, it can carry into the next 6 months. Okay. The Queen of Wands is in the first half of the reading. The King of Wands is in the second. The Queen of Wands is in the sixth position. The King is in the 3 position. So it's not going to be as soon as you like, but it's not going to be as long as you think. So I don't know if that makes sense to you. So that's good. I feel you should. I don't think you're going to find someone more compatible. I mean, it's possible. There's a million people on Earth. You know, everyone, I think they say, has 6 people that look exactly like him or something. But, yeah, I'm not seeing anything here that says no. The Eight of Swords, if it pertained to him, I would say, you know, he's depressed. The Eight of Swords is you, because it's, you know, you're, hi, my name is, my hobbies and interests include Eight of Swords, you know. I know that's you. I'm not even, it could be either of you. I know it's you. Right, so, and I'm happy to see the Magician in this reading, because, like I said, that indicates love supported by finances, as opposed to vice versa, so there's no question about this one. You know? I see in the worst case scenario it's going to be 6 months, so let's analyze this. What's today? Today, we're December, right? And it's Saturday, am I right? Okay, you owe me a cookie. Okay, so now, let's see. So, May. I think it'll be around May. In your custom, when do people get engaged? Well, there's got to be one popular day. I mean, yeah, that's consistent with this. So, it would be between May and next December is what I see. Will you talk to him before then? Yes, you will. Do I see when you're going to talk to him? No, I don't. Go find something better to do. Work on you. Well, you should start downsizing in case you have to pack, you know what I'm saying? And you should be, in case you're going to move to Massachusetts, you should be watching the, you know, job boards there. You know what I'm saying? That's so fucking right. Thank you. I'm gonna say that we've been talking for 2 years, and in terms of your personality, I'm right. You can't even say shit back. That's funny. Well, I call it like I see it. You know, like I'll have people tell me, oh no, we have sex all the time. No, bitch, you don't. I can tell right now you haven't had sex in 4 months. Now tell me again. And then they don't say anything, you know? You know, it's funny, yeah. I like this deck that I use. It's so accurate, huh? I don't see anything other than you doing your Eight of Swords shit that indicates, well, I mean, you cannot fault somebody for taking time to themselves to make sure that they're prepared, you know, to take the next big step in their life, you know. You can't fault the guy for that. And you should be doing the same thing, you know. I see you have, you know. I know you're ready. I mean, you would go right now. You would be like, you'd leave all your shit and go. You know, but in all likelihood, that's not going to be happening for you. So I would plan on, you know, I don't see it. I think it's 7 months. Let me look at this. 8, 1. What is that? The world is 22, 4. Queen, King, Knight. I'm going to say within 7 months. Yeah, within 7 months. No. So it'll be, I'm going to tell you the exact day. Ready? Okay, it's going to be 4 days shy of 7 months from today on the dot. So let's see if we can figure out what day that is. So 7 months would be, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then today's the 2nd, so it would be 1, 2, well wait, 1, 2, it'll be June 28th, so you remember that. I think, nah, it could be when you get married. It depends on if he says let's do it and like you've already got everything planned out and you know, just hit a button and all systems are go. The the Knight of Cups is the final position in this reading. Is an offer of love coming to you that you have to accept. So it might be a proposal. You know, like, remember when we did the one reading the other day, I said it might take as much as a year? So it's like, I don't think you'll be engaged for a whole year. I think the proposal is coming in late June. So I don't know if there's like a family event that you would all be at then, or a holiday in your custom, or, you know, some other reason for you to gather. I think it'll be at a gathering, and I think that, you know, you'll go off when nobody's looking and spend some time with him, and then we'll hammer things out, you know. What the hell happened? What happened? Oh, you don't want to drop your phone. So obviously, I don't think your ancestors want you to know how it's going to go down, so I'm going to leave it there. I think somebody knocked that out of your hand. Huh? No, you know, he doesn't, you know, and you said his residency is finished in 3 years. You said he was a neurosurgeon. Yeah, so, I mean, he, you know, that's gonna be, you know, like when you were trying to get into the firm that you're with now, how high-strung your first week was, you know. Well, every week is gonna be like that for him until he finishes his residency. He cannot make any mistakes. Not in that field. You know, which is why I'm not a neuroscientist. The errors and omissions insurance would be 10 times what I make, you know? So, oh, I'm positive. I have no question about this one. Just like when I told you about your job, and you're like, I'm like, they're gonna call you in 3 hours. Just go find something to do, and they did, you know. Yeah, I'm that. If I was not that, I'd be like, you know, I'm not sure about. I would tell you what part of the reading I couldn't figure out. I almost fell off the chair when I said it's the first day of the second week. You know, that was really wild. That was like the closest I've ever come. You know, so we're thinking June 28th. Well, yeah, you know, you can certainly plan for that. You know, you can never be too prepared, but I'm not gonna, you know, I don't lie. I don't sugarcoat. I'm not gonna tell you what you want to hear. I'm gonna tell you what I see, you know. Yeah, 4 days shy of 7 months from today is what I'm calling. Yes. No, because the Knight of Cups is in the final position, and I said, well, yeah, that's right, because if that dragged into the next 6 month chunk of time, that would be the first month of the second chunk. So yeah, no, I don't think it's best or worst. I think it's what it is. So. Thanks for calling. I'm going to put your reading on YouTube with your job reading so you can see the cards. Yeah, right. No, it'll always be in there. I'll never take it down. So, okay. Have a good day. Have a good rest of your weekend. Bye.